HarperCollins presents Who's Lying Now? By Susan Lewis. Read by Sofia Zervudachi. Wednesday, 6th of January, 2021. Jeannie was pacing back and forth in her study, engaged in a lengthy and complicated call, when she realized she was being watched from the garden. She came to a stop, still listening to her assistant's updates, while allowing her eyes to fix on the landscapers. She experienced a pleasing frisson of their unusual and deepening connection. She'd come to know many things about this man since he'd taken on the contract to transform the gardens surrounding her home. Things that excited and amused her, intrigued and perplexed her. All that dismayed her about him was the fact that he was married to the wrong woman. He waved, and she raised a hand too before he disappeared from view, no doubt to continue his work. She returned to her phone call, feeling irritated by the fact that he'd probably be long gone before she was finished. She hadn't actually expected him today. Presumably he was just dropping something off, or collecting up what remained of the Christmas lights. January the 6th already, and here they were, as a country, back in lockdown. How fortunate she was to have this beautiful coastal home to work from, with all its wonderfully high ceilings, walk-in fireplaces and large bay windows overlooking the bay. It wasn't unlike the manor she had grown up in, large, dignified, welcoming and quietly settled into its own place in the world. Her parents' house didn't exist anymore. It had been destroyed by fire. But that was a firmly closed chapter in her life. She and her husband, Guy, had been the owners of this rambling old pile, Haworth Hall, for over 3 years now. But she still hadn't delved into the history of the place. Maybe Guy had, and was keeping it to himself. It was Wednesday lunchtime now, and she knew already that he wasn't going to make it back until Friday. His work often kept him away longer than he'd like to be gone, but though she missed him, she rarely pressured him to try to spend more time here. It wouldn't be fair, when so many people's lives depended on him. After finally finishing her call, Jeannie wandered out of the study and along the wide, wood-panelled hallway to the spacious kitchen diner that occupied the whole of the east wing ground floor. 3 sets of French doors opened out to a covered terrace, where low-rise stone steps descended to the magnificent lawn, a landscaping triumph in such steep and rocky terrain. She was so deep in thought that she didn't spot the note on the centre island as she went to the Aga and set the kettle to boil. Her mind was still full of the information she had just received. However, as she waited, she raised her hand and closed her eyes, inhaled deeply and satisfyingly, and found, not unusually, that even when Guy wasn't there, she could catch the scent of him. He might have left only a few minutes ago, rather than a few days. How she missed him. She wondered what sort of surprise he'd have for her when he came home on Friday. He invariably brought something. Chocolates, champagne, a piece of jewellery. Her fingers went to the white gold chopard pendant he'd given her last summer. An open heart with encrusted diamonds. Small, elegant, and wickedly expensive. She hadn't taken it off since he'd fastened it at the nape of her neck, his long fingers brushing her skin and sending shivers of pleasure all the way through her. He was the perfect man for her. Complex, fascinating.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?